They called you ghetto. Ghetto is hell, difficult to work with, and not good for the advertisers. What's going on, y'all? Tamar ass has been fired from the Real. Lonnie Love's sitting here doing as much as she can to save her friend, or so she says, from, whatever she's going through. Let me just tell y'all, and I'm just gonna be honest. Some of y'all finna be pressed, and I really don't give a damn. Take your issues and your gripes and your feelings, create Tamar a GoFundMe account or do a petition and help her ass get back. Matter of fact, if you cared that much, you would have bought her last album and she would have sold more than 38,000 copies, okay, the first week. With that being said, let's go and get into it. Tamar Braxton. Come to find out, it was a story released, and it's on JustinJ1232.com. You can check it out. That was saying that Tamar was let go for several reasons. She was let go because the advertisers were just not feeling her, which I said in my video posted Saturday, that it had to be something that happened with the coin. Because at the end of the day, TV shows don't really, as long as it's getting ratings and stuff, they really don't care about it being ratchet or da-da-da-da. They don't care. You can obviously see that Jerry Springer's been on forever. Love and Hip Hop is in its 5th season. You got Real Housewives of Atlanta. Folks were talking about clips leaving their body. As long as it's doing good, people are going to be good. As long as they're getting them coins, does not matter. Tamar, I think, well, come to find out, was fucking with those coins. And a lot of people are saying, well, the show's not going to be the same without her, da-da-da-da. That's what the producers want. They don't want the same audience. I don't think people understand, and this going to hurt some folks' feelings. I really just don't too much give a damn. But these advertisers want to broaden their audience. They just don't want the same people watching them. That's the reason why certain people, certain YouTubers, certain what's names do well, get into the million subscribers. No, it is what it is. And Tamar had them stuck in just a box. She had them stuck. She was very entertaining for us. But people, the broader audience, were not feeling that over-the-top shit that she does. And add that to the mix, she also was, she also had arguments and stuff with people who worked on the set. Like, girl, Tamar, you have that Beyonce, what I expect Beyonce's attitude to be, but you don't have none of her talent, none of her relevance, and not even her husband. Vince has probably tried his best, and they said Vince probably knew about this shit. And I guarantee you, Vince was probably so shook that he lost probably 5 pounds trying to tell your ass, sweating out fucking bacon grease, bacon drippings, trying to tell your ass that, Tamar, you need to tone it down. He told you the same shit before, but I think when it came to your music or your video or something, he told you, and you never listen. You never want to listen. You don't want to listen. And what I find, and it's not funny to me, it's just like I told you also, and I said this 3 years ago, that Tamar is just, she's too much. She's too much. So finally it happened, and y'all can kiss her ass, and you can say whatever you want to say, but the shit happened. Tamar's attitude is funky as hell, and it's not entertaining. Like, you're on a TV show with 5 or 4 fucking women. Tamara, when I look at Tamara, she looks like a mother. She looks like a mother, and she can relate to that broader audience of women who don't necessarily probably like stay-at-home moms. They like her. She's relatable. She's clean. She speaks well. They like that type of shit. The folks that Tamar's demographic are people who probably gonna try to check her out in the DVR. Tamar would probably do good on something like BET, but her attitude is so funky, she wouldn't even probably go to BET and have her own TV show or something. I don't even think she will. So she's on a big network, Fox. They're just not feeling that shit, y'all. And folks, they don't give a good goddamn about you 20,000 people who said, I'm not watching the damn show. They looking at the bigger picture. And that's why her ass is let go. These producers thought they sit here and did focus groups, for crying out loud. They did a focus group, and they probably pulled her picture up. One of these girls will not be returning for season 3. And it does not mean that your edges cannot prosper, but it just means that your edges are not needed here. And one of those girls is Tamar Braxton. Girl, your ass is fire. Tamartian, Miss Braxton-Herbet, or whatever your name is this week. At this point, I hope you're sulking since you're not returning those phone calls. You're pressed and you're upset. I need you to just meditate. Meditate. and figure out what it is. Focus on one thing. You're stretched too far, and we can tell because your edges are pulled back and pushed back further than Ashanti's new album release. And I just need you to find out what it is necessarily that you want to do. Today is May the 25th. And at this point in your career, whatever, you need to know what it is you're doing. You can sing in the studio, not live, as K. Michelle would say. You can sing. You have a voice. Your album Love and War was beautiful. Although I didn't purchase it. I heard it on the radio, and I didn't turn you off. On the second album, not so much. At this point in the game, you just need to figure out what you want to do, and just right now focus. Get inside that studio. Give us a badass album. Matter of fact, you need to have something. You need to be going to your stash. You need to be releasing a single. This is the most press that you have gotten in a minute. Stop that music. Say I'm getting into the studio. Say I was hurt. I was damaged from this, and this is, and I just put it all in the music. That's the narrative that you need to. You need to let this humble you and learn from this lesson. I guarantee you, people love a comeback story, and that will be. That's not the end of the world. It does not mean that you have failed. It does not mean that you're not good. It's just not your time right now. It's just not your time right now. And at this point, I don't know if you would even take anybody's advice, because these people have been telling you certain things like this for a while, and you've not taken it into consideration. Like your own husband was executive producer, and he knew something was going on. Like that shit couldn't just went past him. And you're saying that, well, somebody stabbed me in the back. No, girl, nobody stabbed you in the back. You are responsible for what you get done. If this should happen, this is on your watch. Like, you should have known, but you didn't listen to anybody. You are responsible for what you put out and what happens to your career. And this point, and I saw you just a train wreck that was just bound to happen. And when I saw you, it was on the real. I had my watch on. I said, girl, any day now, I just don't see that show lasting. And I can tell, like the episode that they aired Monday. True enough, that episode, should have been aired later on, and they made it try to seem like they may have made it this narrative that that you were pissed off that you found the news that day. Episode came out, you walked down, and you just like you had an attitude. They said you didn't like your outfit and all that type of shit. Let me tell you something. And bitch, I'm not no entertainer. I'm not in the entertainment business. I'm just a regular motherfucker, regular smuggler type of guy. But even I know when that motherfucking camera is rolling, bitch, you get to motherfucking work. Okay? You don't come to work with that bullshit. You leave all that shit at home. I'm so tired of people waiting and asking for excuses while they're going through some stress. Bitch, we all out here fucked up. Okay? Your shit is different from everybody else's. Okay? You just lost your job. It's a motherfucker right now, okay, who can't even pay their goddamn rent. Scared as hell. The first is coming up and they ain't got the coins to pay it. It's somebody right now probably deciding how they're going to feed their children. And not saying that your situation is not dire, but bitch, we all out here dealing with shit. So you need to put on your big girl panties, put on your bedazzled bunny from Toy Right, since y'all so cool, and figure out what you want to do and get to that goddamn music. Put all this anger, all this upsetness, all this shit in the music and make it fucking work. You can do it. I believe in your ass. You can do it, but you need a humbling experience. And speaking from, I've had my humbling experience, okay? And it's life-changing. When that come to Jesus moment, hit your ass faster than this. And you can't do nothing but just heed what you need to believe. Now, you doing all this God ain't got nothing to do with you losing your show. He ain't got nothing to do with that. You need to take control of what's going on. That's the easiest cop-out to say that the devil is busy and God kept me. He ain't kept you from nothing. He got other stuff going on, okay? He ain't got time for that. He ain't worried about that. You make it work, okay? Faith without work is dead. You can't sit up here and have, I pray my light bill get paid. I pray, bitch, that hoe will be off tomorrow. You got to do the work. Go take your ass to work. Find you a damn job. Get you a payday loan. Get whatever you need to do and get your lights paid. You need to do the work. Focus on your music. Focus on your music. Get that shit done and figure it out. There's no reason why you sitting here making these mistakes and you got Braxton-Herbet as your husband. Like, I just don't understand, which makes me believe that you are difficult to work with, because even your husband, someone who probably sleeps in the same bed with you, I highly doubt that, tell you the truth. And you got your damn assistants, former assistants, best friends and shit swirling their ass on Twitter, talking on it. Looks very unprofessional and unbecoming. It looks just tired as fuck. It looks like you can't fight your own battle. And you know what? For somebody, an assistant who probably ain't making that much damn money, you need to shut the fuck up, guy. You just need to just say what you want. You're going to fuck up your chances of advancing your career trying to save her. Okay? And London Love, let me get on your ass too. You need to shut the fuck up because you're looking real guilty. Your ass is putting up these pictures on Instagram. You're locking your shit up. You on Twitter tweet. Well, you wasn't on Twitter, but you on Facebook doing videos looking like goddamn Ursula, the goddamn sea witch with the goddamn mop on your damn head, looking confused and shit like you just hit by a train track. No, girl, you ain't hit with shit. London Love, you looking like that you had something to do with this shit. But I don't think you do. But people will look and say you look guilty as hell. Leave that shit alone. You around here trying to say when you get on that damn airplane and they tear your ass. I know your ass done been on the plane a couple of times, honey. When you get on that plane, them folks tell you, bitch, put on your own damn mask before you try to save it. London Love, I'm just gonna be honest with you, girl. You getting by. I ain't gonna say you the funniest, but we like you and we trying to love you. And the producers and the networks trying to love you. Let them love on your ass. Let Tamar, she is a grown ass woman. Everybody wants to baby the shit out of her. That's her goddamn problem now. Okay? Y'all act like she about to fucking die or some shit. Like she about to be put out in the goddamn streets. She just stumbled. Goddamn, she been walking around without edges for the last 4 years. She making it. Okay? She gonna make it. I done dragged her ass several times. She's still here and she's still queer. Or she wants to be. But I can't do nothing but just pray for her and pray for you, Miss Lonnie. Lonnie, stay your ass out there. You did a 6-7 minute video talking all this shit, and basically you ain't really did too much of shit. You clearly said you don't have a problem. Then you sit here and said, well, they might let go of my ass. You a dumb ass fool to sit here and let somebody else cause you not to be able to eat. You dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. I don't give a damn, like, girl, not me, girl. I'm gonna pray for my friend. I called and she answered the phone, she not, whatever, fuck it. She answered the phone. Girl, move on about your business. Swiftly and professionally, move on about your business and be about your business. You ain't got time to be trying to save this grown-ass woman with a husband and a child and a big-ass family and a sickening last name such as Braxton, thanks to Tony. Girl, she will be okay. Love, I didn't hear about you until probably a year or two ago. And I watched you on VH1 a couple of times. But on there, you even seem like a token black girl. London Love, worry about yourself. Put your damn mask on. Put your mask on and save your own career before you start saving Tamar. Now, Tamar, you pressed and you ain't answering the girl phone, I would just say, fuck, if it was, I would just say, fuck you, girl, and just move on about my business. I did my due diligence. I called your ass and I reached out. You didn't respond. That's not my problem. Y'all want to hold her damn hand. That's why the fuck she can't deal with shit by herself. Because y'all just holding her damn hand. Let her take some of them damn licks. She been talking shit for the last 2-3 years. When did y'all think? Did y'all not think that shit was gonna come? Like, be honest, y'all. Be honest with yourself. Did you honestly think that this shit was gonna carry on for 3, 4, 5 years? Did you think them folks were gonna sit up on the real deal with that bullshit? No. It seemed like everybody can't even talk. She's too strong on the damn show. Tamara is the most marketable person on the damn show. Adrian, she alright. The other girl, I don't know them, but Tamara, she looks good. She looks good, and her brand is just sickening. She just look very comfortable. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to do all that shit that she's doing because Tamar really don't have anything to offer other than and some shit she stole. Some shit that should have been, girl, that's a whole nother story, because bitch would have had me fucked up. Ain't no way in the hell a bitch gonna get on TV and start saying the shit I've been saying for 5, 6 years. Ain't no way I'm gonna let you down, because bitch, you would have not used my motherfucking shit like that. Girl, I would have had I would took that shit to the Supreme Court. Y'all got me fucked up. But that's all I got. My prayers are with her. Hopefully she won't have to go to the unemployment office to get no check. She'll be good. And another thing, what I was saying earlier, is when you see Tamar, I don't see a mother. And I'm not saying a mother has a specific look, but mothers look at themselves like, do I relate to this person or not? And I just don't think the broader audience does not look at Tamar like that. When the purpose of their focus group is to find out some tea, and they did that. And this shit that's been said, it's just shit I've been saying. Like, it's entertaining for, like, yeah, for 15, 20,000 people who watching the show. But what about the other millions of people that we want to reach? I don't think that some of us realize that. Like, and we think, well, because 5 people that we follow on Twitter say we're not watching it, that it's the show gonna get canceled. Child, please, this shit don't work like that. Think outside the box. I think that's what some of our problems is, that we think just because 20 of our damn friends that look and talk like us all agree on the same shit, that if they don't do something, it's in the world. No, ma'am. It doesn't work like that. Ask the Carmichael show, okay? It's a funny show, but the audience, ain't nobody watching this shit, which is why I think it's about to be canceled. I mean, or, just the season won't be returning, shit like that. Like, girl, a lot of folks ain't even watching black folks ain't been watching American Idol since Fantasia ass, to be honest. I know I ain't watching since Fantasia, but the shit still, the show goes on, girl. That's all I got. Miss Tamar, girl, just get your shit together, honey. Just get your shit together. Get in that studio, make your music, drop us a single, and be focused on you. You're stretched too thin. And my thing is, I don't even understand why you're trying to do all of this, because I just don't. You're on 2 TV shows. Like, girl, it's too much. That's why your ass damn near had a heart attack. Trying to do all this shit for what? What bills you got to pay? You trying to pay off some student loans and Sally Mae? The fuck is you doing all this shit for? And you got this goddamn husband right here that's right here basically eating money and everything else in the house. That's all I got. Y'all have a good evening, all that type of shit, and I'll talk y'all whenever I get my cable back on. Bye-bye.